Good morning, students. In this lecture 34 of mechanics, we will discuss the numericals related to the topic which we have discussed in the previous video, and the topic was elastic scattering in lab system, in laboratory frame. So first numerical is a particle of mass m1 which is moving with the velocity u1 before collision. It is elastically scattered from another particle having mass m2 and which is at rest. So from this line, what we have understood is that the collision between the two particles is elastic collision. It means elastic scattering. And the target particle is m2, which is at rest. It means this is lab frame. And the incident particle is having mass m1 and it is moving with velocity u1. So its solution will be like mass of incident particle is equal to m1. And what is the velocity of incident particle before collision? Before collision, velocity of incident particle, suppose it is given, it is u1, and mass of target particle is also given, it is m2, and before collision the velocity of incident particle is 0. Before collision, velocity of incident particle, velocity of target particle, it is u2 and it is given 0 here. So as the target particle is at rest, so the frame is out of the two, lab frame and center of mass frame, it is lab frame. Now read the next line. After collision, the two particles, they move in opposite directions with the same speed. Means after collision, if the velocity of one particle is v, then the velocity of the other particle is minus v. Minus means opposite direction. So it is given that after collision, suppose the velocity of particle having mass m1 is equal to v, and velocity of particle having mass m2, it will be minus v because it is given they are moving in opposite direction. So according to the law of conservation of linear momentum, because in elastic scattering, the law of conservation of linear momentum and energy both holds well. So according to the law of conservation of linear momentum, we will have m1 u1 plus m2 u2. It is equal to, this is linear momentum before collision, it will be equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. And here v1 is equal to v and v2 is equal to minus v. So put all these values here. It will be m1 u1 plus 0 because u2 is 0. It is equal to m1 v plus m2 into minus v. So from this equation we have m1 u1 is equal to m1 minus m2, take v common, into v. Now this is the result of law of conservation of linear momentum. Suppose this is equation 1. Now according to the law of conservation of energy, we have total kinetic energy before collision is equal to total kinetic energy after collision. So we will have before collision kinetic energy of first particle will be half m1 u1 square plus kinetic energy of second particle will be half m2 u2 square. So u2 is 0. So it is 0 is equal to kinetic energy of incident particle after collision. It will be half m1 v square plus kinetic energy of target particle after collision. It will be half m2 minus v whole square. So it will be v square again. This half will be cancelled out on both sides and we have m1 u1 square. It is equal to m1 plus m2 take v square common. This is equation 2. And now read the statement again and see what we have to calculate. We have to calculate the ratio of the masses of the particles. It means we have to calculate m1 by m2. So we have two equations 1 and 2. How we can calculate m1 by m2 from this equation? If you will just divide these two equations 1 and 2, then what will happen? This m1 and m1 it will got cancelled and you will not be able to find m1 and m2. So to find m1 by m2, first squaring both sides this equation number 1. So next step is to squaring both sides. Squaring both sides equation 1 and we will have m1 square u1 square it is equal to m1 minus m2 whole square into v square. And suppose this is equation 3rd and now divide this equation 3rd by equation 2. Now divide 3 by 2. So you have m1 square u1 square upon m1 u1 square. It is equal to this. V square and v square is cancelled out. u1 square is cancelled out. m1 and 1 m1 is cancelled out. And what we are having? m1 is equal to, open this bracket, you will have a square plus b square minus 2ab divided by m1 plus m2. Multiply this on this side, you will have m1 into m1 square plus m1 into m2. It is equal to m1 square plus m2 square minus 2 m1 m2. This m1 square will be cancelled out. Now solve this. Move this to this side and you will get m1 m2 plus 2 m1 m2. It is equal to m2 square. So now it will become 3 m1 m2 is equal to m2 square. So 1 m2 will be cancelled out and we have to find, you can find either m1 by m2 or m2 by m1. So m1 by m2 will be equal to 1 by 3 or m2 by m1 will be equal to 3. So this is the ratio of the masses of two particles. So now in the next numerical, we have given a shell of mass 100 grams. So what is given? Mass of shell is given, that is m1 before collision, it is 100 grams. And it is moving with a velocity of 200 meter per second. So it is velocity before collision u1, it is the velocity before collision. And it is given 200 meter per second. And what it does, it hits a wooden block So mass of wooden block is m2, that is target particle, and it is equal to 5 kg. And this wooden block, it is at rest before collision. So its velocity will be 0. So this we are considering the lab frame. And then after collision, the shell gets embedded in the wooden block. Means the shell got stuck in the wooden block and now they will start moving as a single body. It means after collision, both will move with the same speed. So the speed of shell and wooden block after collision is v. After collision, the speed of shell will be v1 and the speed of wooden block will be v2. But because the shell got stuck in the wooden block, so both will move with the same speed, and it is given. It is not given, we have to find that. So suppose it is v. So according to the law of conservation of linear momentum, according to law of conservation of linear momentum, we have m1u1 plus m2u2. It is equal to m1v1 plus m2v2. Put the values here. Mass m1 is given in grams. And how you will change it into kilograms? Divide it by 1000. So mass m1 is 100 divided by 1000. It will be in kilograms. u1 is 200 meter per second. Plus, why we have converted this gram into kilograms? Because all the other units are SI units. Only this unit is CGS. So that's why we have converted it into kilograms. M2 is 5 kg, U2 is 0, and V1, V2 both are V. So take that common and we have M1 plus M2 into V. So M1 is 100 by 1000 in kilograms plus M2 is 5 into V we have to calculate. So it will be 20. 5 into 0 will be 0. And here we will have 1 by 10 will be 0.1. 0.1 plus 5 will be 5.1 into V. So what will be velocity of the wooden block? It will be 20 by 5.1 meter per second. And when you will divide this 20 by 5.1, you will get velocity is equal to 3.92 meter per second. Then you have to write one theoretical line. What is that? As you are calculating the speed acquired by the block. So here you will write that the speed acquired by the block after collision is equal to 3.92 meter per second. ठीक है जी? So next thing we have to calculate is the energy converted into heat during collision. As you can see, this is not the elastic collision. Why? Because in elastic collision, after collision, the two bodies, they don't stuck with each other. They don't stuck into each other. But here the two bodies, they have stuck into one another and they are behaving as a single body. It means the collision is inelastic. So if the collision is inelastic, then the linear momentum will be conserved according to the law of conservation of linear momentum. But kinetic energy before collision and after collision does not remain conserved. It will change. So what we will do now, we will calculate the kinetic energy before collision separately. Then we will calculate the kinetic energy after collision separately. Then the difference between the two energies will be the energy that will be converted into heat. So, kinetic energy before collision, it will be half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square, but u2 is 0. So it will be half into mass of shell is 100 by 1000 in kilograms into 200 square. So solve this. It will be 200 into 200 divided by 20. So it will be 2000. And the units of energy, they are joule. So kinetic energy before collision is 2000 joules. And now calculate kinetic energy after collision. After collision, the both bodies, they got stuck into one another. So we have kinetic energy will be half into total mass. It will be m1 plus m2 and velocity is v. So half into m1 is 100 by 1000 means 0.1 plus m2 is 5 and velocity v is, we have calculated 3.92 square. So after calculating this, it will be 39.18 joule. So the kinetic energy which is converted into heat, so kinetic energy that is converted into heat will be equal to initial kinetic energy, that is 2000 joules, minus final kinetic energy, that is 39.18 joules. And this is 1960.82 joules.